And welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
But your shadows get pegged with an interesting-looking dark.
He started
God, I
laughing.
hate the 21st century. You can't say anything.
He's going to smack himself in the face
With what?
with his hand to give himself more damage later.
You can hear the gears turning.
I have an idea!
The Salty Boys Podcast.
Does anyone remember how to play D&D? It's been like a month.
No. It's all good. Just
Sorry.
roll some dice when I tell you to roll some dice.
We just make some stuff up.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Easy game.
What's the dice, though?
So I'm going to be Shoob tonight.
Tony Shub.
Ebenezer Shoob.
Tony Shalhoub.
We're all just going to play random characters from across our careers.
I've got a couple good ones.
Speaking of a good one from your career.
Damn, I'm not ready, dude.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm not ready.
I apologize in advance.
I'm not ready, man. Oh, Yardley, you have 2 HP. I forgot. Because I got iced by Coldfinger.
Well, the good thing is, that's not where we left off in the
Nope. So I'm gonna go back
Funkosphere.
go back to full health.
I never saw nothing.
And long rest.
Long rest.
Just don't forget your... Well, actually, I think you were going to take a long rest in the main story anyways.
Yeah, I was, but I'll still go back to 2 HP after we play tonight, just in case Skylar has anything planned for us.
And I'm not playing Mock tonight. I'm not playing Mock tonight.
Well, you are, because we're in Funk a lot.
That's the Ghost of Mock.
Yeah, but
He's dead.
this...
He's not dead yet.
Now he is.
Shit.
So,
It's the Ghost of Mock. He looks like the blue outline from Star Wars.
Digitally edited in.
Just call him Obi-Wan Mocknobi.
All right. We ready, guys?
No, but let's go anyways.
Okay.
Doot, bop. All right. That was the intro.
Do 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 do. That's our new intro music.
You guys are cute. Welcome back to McHaas's world. It's been a while since we've been back. We'll do a little recap for all the viewers at home. But first, I'm going to start to my left. Who we got?
I am Kronk, and I am playing the Ghost of Mock.
Mock is not dead yet.
Yeah, he is.
He's not even dead.
He's so dead.
Oh my god.
He's a ghost.
And to his left,
It's Sawyer. He's playing your boy Yardley, who's at full health now.
and to his left,
We got Gunkbog playing Gunkbog.
to his left, we have McHaas playing the DM. When last we left our heroes, shit got real in Funks a lot. Everyone thought this was going to be a stupid throwaway campaign, and then I hit you with the feels. So, basically, the whole town died. They're back in the tower, where they walked around and found some goodies. Yardley, do you remember what you procured from the 3 rooms, from the 2 of the 4 rooms that you visited?
No. I don't remember what I got.
So, Yardley, you walked into the southwestern hall and were presented with a bottle of Pinot Grigio, or a patchwork little elephant that's looked like it's seen a lot of loving. You chose to take the elephant. The Pinot Grigio disappeared. You then visited the southeastern room, and you were presented with an immaculate tray or a little kendama. You chose the kendama. The tray is gone. Mock, you went to the northeastern room and were presented with 2 very similar stopwatches. You chose the one that was a little more rusted over. Felt nothing in particular from either of these items, except a little feeling of warmth and a little bit of cozy, maybe some nostalgia from your younger days. You also found a hidden door underneath the floorboards where you met an older man who seemed to talk a lot about Woolsworth and what was going on. Gunkbog, you kind of...
I got stabbed.
Ran out of the room, decided to go upstairs, and decided to give Papa Woolsworth a big ol' hug.
And got stabbed.
And he gave you a big ol' stabbing. So we'll come back to explore that. But where we immediately left off, and where we'll immediately roll back in, Mr. Yardley Quiffin took a little tumble into the northwestern hallway and came face to face with an interesting little threesome. You have a human with a little tweedly mustache and a trench coat. You have a dwarf with a big red beard who looks a little understated, and a golden dragonborn, leaning kind of slyly against the wall, arms crossed. The mustachioed, trench-coated figure approaches you and goes, "Oh, jolly good show, sir. We've been stuck in here for quite some time. Tenley's the name, sir. Sir Tenley. What might we call you, friend?"
Well, I'm a little confused myself, gentlemen, here, but I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm the great Yardley Quiffin. And he's going to tip his hat to the other two in the back.
The dwarf is immensely excited about the size of your hat. He's like, "Oh, hey, man, I know we just met, but can I touch your hat?"
You know what? It's been such a day and a half. Certainly, he's gonna kind of like bend down, but it's like the hat's so high up. I'm kidding. No, he just bends down a little bit. Lets him touch the hat.
May I touch your hat, sir?
So this dwarf is pretty elated. He's wearing a miner's helmet, which looks a little worn for the wear, but it fits his hat perfectly. That the hat was made for him. He removes the helmet really quick and proceeds to kind of put your hat on, kind of dusts it off and make sure he doesn't like fold it or crease it anyway. As he's fiddling with the hat, his eye catches your emerald. Is it on your lapel? Is it displayed pretty prominently, or do you have it hidden?
It's kind of like a bolo tie, but I mean, he doesn't exactly always make it known. But like if someone's looking hard enough, you can kind of see the glint. It's kind of like a little poking out a little bit from his collar.
Yeah, so the sheen of your emerald catches his eye, and he goes from elated to just awestruck. Without even asking you, he pulls out, what are those little things called? The jewelers use them to like
a gun.
Pop.
Monocle?
No, it's like the little glass.
I think they're just called jeweler's glasses.
All right, well he's got one of those guys, and he's like kind of expecting the emerald there. He's like, "Whoa, brother, this is one of a kind. Where'd you come across an emerald with such a sheen?"
Why, thank you for noticing. It's not necessarily one that we kind of come across. We're supposed to find them, you see.
It's a loop.
And go ahead. What's that? I hear a ghostly mock somewhere.
No, not mock. It's a loop.
What?
What?
It's a jeweler's loop. Oh! L-O-U-P-E. Oh. Or lupe.
I was like, what's a loop? Are we in a time loop?
I mean, yes, but
It's like, what the fuck is Mock doing right
I
now?
don't know how you got that from.
The ghost of Mock was Googling.
Good God, that's hilarious.
As you say, no, we were assigned these for us, so it is an immaculate emerald that we take great care of. It's I'm part of an order, you see. We're called the Emerald Gentlemen.
Oh, wow, brother. I don't know about no emerald gentleman, but I got emeralds if you want to see them.
And before you even give him your response, he just empties his pockets, and just out of basically an endless supply of like cargo pants like pockets, the room is just flooded with these like immaculately uncut emeralds.
What kind of
Get your mind out of the gutter, brother. These are some high quality rocks here.
Shalom.
And he's gonna be like, my word, where'd you get all these? It's like you're like that kid in the class that takes his spaghetti in his pocket, takes it out for a little snack.
And he laughed.
Oh, brother, this ain't no spaghetti. These are rocks.
Where? That is a lot of rocks, I gotta say. And what was your name again? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be rude.
Oh, no, pardon me. They call me Clarf. My friends say I'm a little understated, but I think they're just jealous of my rock collection.
I would be too, son, if I had that many rocks as you do.
So it's immediately you guys have hit it off. Mock, you're in the northeastern hall right now. You can probably hear Clark from a mile away. What are you doing right now?
Just floating around.
Are you floating towards...
That's the sound of floating.
Yeah, he's gonna float towards the noise.
All right. So, Makai, do you enter the room? The door's wide open. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to stop you. You don't sense any, like, hostility or anything.
He just goes through the door.
Okay. So, Mock enters the room. I imagine you guys get acquainted, break the ice, all that jazz. As you enter the room, however, the door slams behind you and latches shut. Tenley's eyes kind of go from, like, relieved to frustrated. He's like,
Oh, bugger it. Oh, not again.
he goes back up to the door and starts trying to, like, fiddle around with it, but to no avail. He's like,
Puck, could you kindly...
as before he could even finish, the golden dragonborn kind of kicks himself off the wall kind of lazily, smashes the front door a couple times, and nothing. He's like, sorry, boss. Looks like we're stuck again.
Can Muck float through the door and open it from the other side?
He cannot, because he's not a fucking ghost yet.
Mock.
Mock just thinks he's dead.
Yes. He's like the opposite of Bruce Willis in that Sixth Sense.
gonna say that.
So, as this door is locked, Tenley proceeds to explain to you that they've been trapped behind this door for quite some time. It seems like he's not exactly sure how long they've been trapped behind there, but he remembers the door latching and locking in a similar manner to what it did now, and up until you guys came along, the door hadn't opened for anything.
Have you tried to go the other direction?
So Tenley's like, well,
There's only so far we can go there, sir. As you can see, there's quite a solid wall here behind us.
No one's tried to go through the wall?
everyone... Puck is the Dragonborn, by the way. Puck and Tenley both look down at Clarf, and Clarf kind of sheepishly looks at the floor. He goes,
I might have tried once or 7 times.
That's quite the spread there, Clarf. Then how... We are in a pickle, aren't we?
Well, guys, I can just float through the door. And
That might be true, Mock, but you ain't dead yet, son.
What do you mean?
I will,
I'm not quite dead yet.
no, do us a favor. Clarf.
Yes, sir.
How deep are those pockets, son?
How deep do you want them?
I need you to pull out a real big rock for me.
A big rock, huh?
Big rock.
Huh, well, let's see here.
he starts rooting around his pockets. It's got quite a lot of pyrite, weirdly enough, for such a rock connoisseur. It's weird that he's once into fool's gold. But he ends up kind of striking gold, ironically, as it were. Takes both hands to kind of reach into this pocket, but he pulls out a pretty sizable stalagmite. Or is it a stalactite? You can't really tell because it's not attached to anything. But he pulls one of them out of his pockets. He's a pretty buff guy, but you can tell he's having to struggle to keep hold of it. He's like,
I got this for you here, brother. Is that going to be big enough?
How much does it weigh?
So Clark's not so good with numbers. He's more of a rocks guy himself.
Okay.
If you were kind of wagering it, you'd say it's probably like 130, 150 pounds.
Okay. That's a lot. So what he's going to do is say, now, Clarf, I'm going to see if we can break this door down. I've got a catapult with me, and I also have a cannon in my hat. Can you please place the cannon by the door, and then I'll set up the catapult?
You're saying, in this hat I'm wearing right here, you got a cannon?
All I got to do is snap my finger.
Whoa.
Now, can you please put that down by the door over there, son?
Oh, of course. Sorry, brother.
He kind of shambles over to the door, places the hat as carefully as one can place a hat on.
Just leave it right there for just 2 seconds, and then he's gonna snap, and then his brooch is gonna light up a little bit. He's like, now lift up the hat.
He does so.
And then a fucking cannon
Whoa!
comes out of the ground. And Clark's like, and then Yarley's like, you can put that hat back on now, son, if you want, for a little bit.
Oh, I don't know if I'm worthy, sir. I'm gonna stand back and just appreciate from a...
He kind of like shuffles back as far as fast as he can.
For safe distance.
He's like, you can put the hat back on, son, for now. And then he's gonna be like, now can y'all help me get this stalag something on the catapult? That would be much appreciated.
What's the plan here?
I want to break the door down. I'll take a page out of my mock book and bust it down.
But wouldn't it make more sense to put the cannon on the catapult?
Oh, no. I'm thinking of a two-prong attack.
Cannon from the catapult? Well, the catapult has already fired the cannon for more velocity.
No.
But what is the terminal velocity of a fully laden cannon?
12.
It's definitely not a European cannon, but an African cannon. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled a bear is a Monty Python quote. So Yardley's going to ask the...
I didn't get it. Who is Monty Python?
Not for you, for our other uncultured listeners who might have not seen Monty Python.
No,
Because they're uncultured.
What is Monty Python? I've never seen it.
It's cultured like my Kerrygold butter. So
Cultured like your yeast infection up your asshole.
It's a comic. By Seth MacFarlane.
Escalated pretty quick.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't ready.
Neither was my asshole.
I wasn't Freddy.
That's why I brought the butter.
Baking some sourdough tonight, baby.
Bring some salty dough.
So, Clark's...
Oh, Bubs.
Oh man! So for those who don't, Clarf was like my very first character that I ever made in a real game, and I had him for the better part of a year and a half or so. He's very near and dear to my heart. He fucking died.
He did fucking die. I'm not doing him justice right now.
No, you are. I love him.
But
it's a hard knock knife.
They were both they were both
quietly
cupping their nipples as they were singing that.
So, he's gonna ask Puck and Clarf to help him get that stone on the catapult, and then he's gonna tell Mock to stay in the corner because apparently he just can't help because he's dead and ethereal.
True.
Now, Mock, are you done playing pretend, or can we get this door open?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If this doesn't work, we can put the cannon on the catapult.
Okay.
There we go.
That's all it takes.
So, I guess we're gonna try to lift this fucking stone on this catapult here.
Yeah, let's make some strength checks.
Strength checks.
This is a 150-pound stalagmite or possibly a stalactite. Between the four of you guys...
Wait a second. That's stupid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size of the object to just pick it up and put it on the catapult.
Why waste a spell when we just can pick up? It's only 150 pounds.
Bro, I'm like that old retired guy. I would rather pay someone to do it and take the easy way out. Unless we want to roll some dice. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, let's roll some dice.
Okay.
What are we doing?
16.
You're trying to pick up this stalagmite or possibly stalactite.
Yeah, with the help of my buddies.
All right. So with four of you guys, it should be pretty simple.
Can I just pick it up by myself?
I mean, depending on how bad they do on the checks.
All right. So Clarf is sweet star child Clarf. He is so awestruck with your cannon. He's a little distracted during the operation. So Clarf's not exactly lifting as much as weight as he could be, which is ironic considering he's the one who's been toting it around in his pockets, as it were. So he's not doing much to bear his burden. Puck, however, is he looks a little unenthusiastic throughout the whole adventure, almost as if he's kind of checked out. But he is able to hoist up the back end for you, or wherever you need him to lift it up.
All right, so I got a 14 on that. So
Puck only rolled an 11, so you're good to go.
Okay, cool. So I got it on the catapult, and then I was like, all right, now can we all step back, gentlemen?
They do so.
Cool. So what's going to happen is I'd like to pull the cannon first to shoot the door to weaken it a little bit, if that works, and then smack it with a hammer.
Before he does that, I'm going to set up my bulwark shield in front of me.
Okay.
And spread it out. So,
Mock, that's a great idea.
So are you covering just yourself, or are you covering the whole entourage?
there's room behind it for whoever wants to get there.
All right, so the other three will pack in behind you.
Good. Okay. So, Yardley's going to take a look. I mean, I'm just taking everybody's
Big Nick's gonna.
Smart Bog's gonna.
Flea's gonna.
And then Seamus.
So he's like, all right, fire in the hole! And then he's going to shoot the cannon first, and then catapult goes off.
All right. So, a lot of things to unpack here. First of all, I need you all to make dex saving throws because this cannon is fucking loud in this small-ass room.
Okay.
Clarf's not rolling too hot.
Is he going to die again?
All right, well, Tenley made it. Puck made it. Poor Clarf.
That's
all right,
fine.
What'd you guys get?
I got a 17.
You're good.
11.
You're good. Clarf
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't an eye check, but Clarf rolled a crit fail.
He's impaled by the stalactite.
He's not impaled, but
He's just deaf.
I was going to say, yeah, his hearing took a massive blow here. He's going to have a hard time hearing you from here on out.
It's just It's just an episode of Archer. He's just walking around, mop, mop,
Yeah.
mop.
And he probably can't hear himself, so he's going to yell the rest of this, right?
Maybe.
He just turns into Seamus.
Louder than he already is. All right. So as this catapult busts through this door, you see just a bunch of splinters and stone just erupt from where this door used to be. You guys are tucked safely behind the shield. You, however, are not. Can you roll another dex save to see how much of this debris you can dodge?
Ooh, 1 second. What's my end? Okay, so I'm going to use my power to add my intelligence mod to a check or a save.
Okay.
So I got an 11, but I'm going to raise that up to a 14.
That's not bad. That actually gets you, just past the threshold here.
Oh, thank God.
So you only take 7 damage.
That's good.
7 shrapnel damage.
It would have killed you if you didn't long rest.
I would have, I would have been knocked
2d4 instead of 4d4. It was a big difference. So you are able to clear the door, and as the dust settles and the debris kind of settles into the floor, good news. There's good news and bad news. Good news is the door's gone. Bad news is there's a solid wall where the opening used to be.
Clarf!
What?
Do you have another stalactite, son? Or stalagmite?
So as you are trying to communicate with Clarf, who's basically just hearing church bells in his head, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is going to be Saint Bernard. Fuck. What is that under again?
Just your perception stat under would it be wisdom? Yeah, wisdom.
I have a passive perception is just a 10 with no modifier.
That's still not bad.
Oh, sorry, 13.
Oh, 13. That's even better. All right.
It's a +3 perception.
So, after the initial shock wave kind of settles, you notice the ground beneath your feet is a little softer. It's got a little bit more give than it did when you came in through the door.
Gentlemen, it appears that our efforts were kind of in vain, and I apologize. And Clarf, I'm sorry.
What?
Oh man.
I'm going to jump.
So as your feet touch the ground, you land a little farther in than you started.
But you're incorrect. I'm floating because I'm a ghost.
Oh my god.
Okay, how far in?
Yardley fashions a noose.
This, we're all gonna be ghosts.
He's like, Mike, that's a great idea. Let's start. Just start bouncing, everybody.
Bounce with me.
So Clarf sees that everyone starts bouncing up and down. You can hear the gears turning and the ding.
I have an idea!
Clarf pulls out 2 pickaxes. He's dual wielding them now, and he begins just going to town on the floor. And before you guys know it, Clarf is gone.
Before we know it. Sorry.
Wah, wah.
I don't get it.
Done. And where Clarf used to be, there's a big ass hole.
What's its name?
The hole does not have a name. But
big asshole.
So Tenley's like,
Oh, jolly good. That's dear old Clarf there. You know, he's the smartest one out of our little entourage here. Don't tell anyone I told you that.
Seems to be thinking with his head.
Well, he's thinking with something, that's for sure. Well, tally-ho, lads.
He jumps into the hole. He freezes in midair, just gives himself enough time to plug his nose, and then he goes into the hole ass first. Tenley's gone.
What do you think you meant by that, Mock?
I don't know. Let's go with him.
Let's
and
go.
Mock jumps in the hole.
Yeah, Yarly's going to go as well. He's gonna look at Puck and be like, Puck, you coming with us?
Yeah, so Puck is kind of, once again, kind of not lodged aside against the wall, looking a little more curious than he was before. He kind of meanders his way slowly to the hole, looks at you and goes, "Don't get too attached." And then he gingerly steps into the hole, and Puck is gone as well.
Yardley will pick up his cannon. Does Clarf still have his hat on?
He took it with him.
Okay, and he's gonna take the cannon, or he's gonna.
Oh wait, no, your hat.
Yeah, my hat.
No, he left the hat there.
Okay,
so you better grab that.
Yeah, Yardley's gonna grab his hat, sheath his cannon, and then fix his hat and brush himself off to look nice and jump down.
All right, so we will get back to the misadventures here in just a minute. We're going to go back to Gunkbog, who is fresh off of a recent stab wound. How's Gunkbog feeling right now?
He just made a
Owie.
I say, yeah, it's 28 damage right through the chest piece is what you took there. So yeah, as you are cradling this newly found flesh wound, you kind of stumble backwards, I imagine. But as you stumble back, it's very curious. Even though Gunkbog is not the sharpest tool in the shed, you are pretty sure there was a person right in front of you that stabbed you. But curiously enough, the spindly little butler guy is gone. As a matter of fact, the whole room around you seems to have disappeared. You're no longer in a foyer. You're in a pretty misty kind of village.
Oh no! What happened?
He does not. That's correct.
Okay, so it's a village.
Yeah, you kind of deduce that it's a village. You're not able to see the fog is pretty thick, but you can kind of make out the facade of a couple of buildings kind of all around you. So you kind of put two and two together as best as Gunkbog can, and you think, "This village."
Gunkbog's actually really good at math. He just doesn't have the words to articulate it.
He's that bastard that didn't show his work on his paper.
What's wrong with those people?
He's like that kid Robbie we went to high school with. F's in every class except for math.
Shout out to Robbie. I hope you're doing all right, dude.
You're doing math somewhere.
Yeah, he's like a rocket scientist doing like all their complicated math.
So yeah, fuck you guys. And you're doing this podcast, piece of shit. I can count how many viewers you have in one hand.
He's on the metric system. No, imperial system, sorry.
Bum, 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 bum. Imperial system.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Y'all are funnier than me tonight. I gotta come in swinging.
You just need a couple more beers and you're good.
You just gotta come.
Grow up.
Hey, get the poop out of your fingernails.
I did.
Okay, so Gunkbog, is there a building that's taller than any that he can tell? Like, is there one facade that he can see that's taller?
Make an investigation check as you try to pierce through the fog. Going to give you a slight little disadvantage. I'm going to give you a slight little penalty on that since you are trying to gaze through the fog here.
Okay, well, that's a 9.
Yeah. So besides the couple of buildings next to you, which look to be like the size of like maybe a typical residence, you can't make out anything like that anymore. A building with more like clout or importance than anything else.
Okay, well, I'm going to roll a d20. Odd is left and even is right. And I'm going to pick a building and I'm going to go in.
Okay.
Left.
He goes into the murder building.
He goes into you're dead but now. So Gunkbog, you kind of feel your way around this mist and make your way to the closest building to your left. Try as you might, though, you're not able to find any doors on this building.
Is there any discerning, like, is it just a stone wall all the way around, or?
It's made out of wood, actually. Looks like it's a log cabin.
Gunkbog smash?
You gonna try and bust through the wall?
See if you can blow it down.
Well, I don't see any windows, do I?
You can't, not that you can see.
Okay. Oh, so it's a log cabin. Can I climb it?
You can try.
Okay,
Let's
do that.
get athletics.
16.
Yeah, so you're able to. It's the log cabin. It's definitely crafted by hand, right? So you're able to like find. It's not exactly evenly set all the way through, so you're able to find some decent footholds. It's not a very long climb, so you're able to get to the top. What are you looking for?
Literally anything other than fog.
Yeah. So the fog is actually pretty low laying. With your, how tall are you?
8 foot.
Yeah, so you're able to with the addition of the being on the roof, you're able to kind of see over top of the fog. You notice that there's not a whole lot of buildings in this town. None of the buildings really stand out to you, but the big hole in the center of the plaza does.
Okay, let's go find a big hole.
Awesome. Make a dex save as you walk off the building.
From the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Is it another big asshole?
3.
Yeah, so Gunkbog, you had great form going up, but coming down, it's it's the finish that always is doing you in.
You fall on your
All right,
neck.
it's going to be 8 damage for Gunkbog.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Is Gunkbog going to be a ghost too?
No, he's got like 700
Shut
HP.
the fuck up.
I am now at 66 HP, so...
Gotcha. All right, so you make your way over to the hole, and as before you can wonder about the composition of the hole or the geometry or where it leads, you see 2 of your friends plus somebody you don't recognize pop out of the bottom. It's Yardley Man and Mock Man, and some Golden Gator dude.
Hey, Yardy.
Gunkbog, it is a pleasure to see. Oh my goodness, what happened to you? It looks like you got in a scuffle with a chicken.
Yeah, it wasn't a chicken, no.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on my friend at level 2.
My fart.
My
That is the most healthiest fart ever.
thanks. Oh, at level 2, get 2d8 health back. Oh, where's my d8? Go. How does 7 health sound? Oh wait, plus my ability modifier. Hold on.
Broke his fall, at least.
It's been a while. Wow. Ability modifier. Okay, so you get 13 health back.
Nice. It's 1 more than I am years old.
Mock looks at the other people that are with him and asks if they've ever been here before or they know where we're at.
Well, there's an other person, right? Puck is the only one that came through, isn't he?
I thought all 3 of them did.
No, curiously enough, you don't see Clarf or Tenley anywhere, but Puck is totally there.
So Puck, do you know where we're at?
I've seen a lot of weird shit here, to be quite honest, man, but this is new to me.
You're helpful.
It is. It's pretty hard to see out in this town here. Garland's gonna create a bonfire.
All right.
Kind of like around the area, just to help light up a little bit of the stuff.
Are you going to restore humanity?
Yeah, so as you get the fire kindling, you see the 4 shadows cast from you guys as well as your golden dragon friend. As the fire continues to grow, as you start adding more to it, though, you notice that there is a 5th shadow being cast from slightly off in the distance.
Garland's gonna kind of take a look over there and be like, "You there? Who goes there?"
Who goes there? Who goes here is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, we do.
Who's we?
Who are you?
Yeah, what he said. Who are you?
All right, can you all make dex saves, please?
Holy shit.
If I cast banishment on myself and it sends me back to the plane I'm from,
That means you turn back into a fucking human like you have been.
does that mean I escape this place? Oh.
If you don't want to play tonight.
Damn.
17.
Coming in swinging.
9.
13.
Yeah, 17, 9, 13. All right. So you 2 are okay. Puck and Yardley, however,
If I take damage, I'm leaving.
you guys are you actually are fine, but your shadows get pegged with an interesting looking dart.
Sorry.
What?
Go on Google, look at pegging and turn off safe search.
Oh my god! I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm sorry.
I knew Sawyer as soon as he started
God, I
laughing.
hate the 21st century. You can't say anything. Everything is an innuendo.
Come. So,
You said shoelace. That means you fucked my mom upside down in the sewer.
Yeah, man. Don't Google that one.
Gen Z is dumb. I love Gen Z.
beans.
Eat beans.
So, my shadow's getting... My,
Shadows getting pegged. Urban Dictionary fan fiction there. Yeah, so your shadow has been sort of stuck with this dart, and you actually can't move right now. You can't move like away from your shadow. You're sort of like stuck to it. So out of the fog strolls this big, dumpy looking half orc. The fact that your shadow has been basically tagged is enough of something to be concerned about. What's even more concerning is the figure in front of you bears a very striking similarity to Gunkbog.
can I kick dirt on the fire to get rid of the shadow?
Ooh, I'm going to give you inspiration for that.
Do I need to roll a check for that? or-
You know what? No. I like that so much. You douse the fire. You're able to put it out so adeptly that the fire kind of slides down. So you're able to move around again, but you hear the voice kind of cut through the fog and go, Now, wait a minute. All right, now that I've gotten a good enough look at you, how about y'all let me come on over a little bit nearer? We'll talk about this like gentlemen.
we can do that. I realize your power.
Like gentlemen.
I understand.
Like gentlemen.
Like gentlemen. Yes, that is what I am.
Yardy, I think he means you to Emma Denman.
Like and he said, but as soon as he gets the
Gunkbog
last word
smarter
out,
than that one.
you guys hear a giant sounds like the shot of a cannon come off in the distance, but it shoots completely wide. It's like it wasn't even aiming for you. The half orc kind of shuffles around, goes, God damn it, Yardley, what the hell were you aiming at? And the half orc kind of shambles back through, and now that you've got a clear view of him, it definitely looks pretty much verbatim like Gunkbog. A little taller, a little slimmer, and he's got a little bit more of a Western motif going on. He's got the cowhide vest and the cowboy hat. He's definitely a lot more articulate than our friend Gunkbog here. But other than that, it's fucking Gunkbog. He walks in and goes, "All right," and he's got his hands up. He's like, "I'm here to talk. Y'all let me know when I need to start dancing."
You can talk. We all seem to be copacetic here. As long as you're cool, we're cool, and there won't no harm be coming to you.
Yeah, sorry about that whole pegging you business we had going on there. Had a lot of visitors recently, and been a while since I've seen someone who's bears so much of a resemblance to me. And he kind of makes eye contact with Gunkbog.
Nothing wrong
Gunkbog's
with
twirling around his gigantic cock. Oh, get it. Oh, get it. That's what he said.
He's like, "Oh no, you're one of them."
What that mean?
Does this one have the hammer?
Yes, he's got the hammer.
God fucking damn it. Why does he always take the goddamn hammer? Am I the only Gunkbog in this here multiverse that doesn't take the goddamn motherfucking hammer?
So it seems, but
Touch the
I
hammer.
don't know.
Touched-
Hammy said he took me.
I was about to say, if you just go touch the hammer, it seems like you're well versed in what the hammer does.
You don't want me touching that hammer. I won't be touching that hammer there with a 10-foot cattle prod.
Can you please touch the hammer? I want to see what happens.
I'll
touch the hammer over my cold dead ashes.
So
Bog, make him touch the hammer.
So you said multiverse here. We can backpedal. So, and then Yardley's brain just kind of like stops for a second, almost like he has a stroke, and he's like, "I'm going to stop there because I can't really comprehend what's just happening here yet."
What you mean you don't comprehend? Multiverse like Bubba right.
It's
If
like,
a song got more one verse, it's a multiverse.
Gunkbog, sometimes I forget just how much your genius transcends.
your stupidity.
I say that there Gunk Bog is a right bit smarter than we might have give him credit for there, my Gunk Bog.
And then from the distance, you see a figure that bears an eerily strange similarity to Yardley Quiffin.
Yardley is under his breath, like, "Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please." He's gonna look up. He's like, "God."
Now, this Yardley is looking a little bit older and a little more gray.
Is he made of stone?
He is not made of stone. However, if you are looking very closely, which I imagine you are, he does bear a little figurine kind of wrapped around his belt buckle that seems very similar to the stone figure that we encountered many moons ago. He kind of shambles in and goes,
My apologies there, Gunk Bog. My aim, as well as my memory, ain't quite what it used to be.
and he gets a good eye at you and goes,
Damn. I used to look the perfect perfection of a Georgia peach.
He's gonna look back and say, "If I can look half as good as that when I'm older, man, I'm sitting prettier than a whore in a bathtub, slathered in jelly.
They have man crushes on each other.
I like ranch dressing on my salads, boy."
It's like going back to the future and making out with yourself.
Fucking my dad, fucking me.
I like ranch salad on my younger lolly quiff.
I put lollipops in my ass and sell them on the internet.
I put asses in my lollipops and lick them.
It's an ass squatch.
So that strike all just about everything I said, but he's gonna look at Yarn and be like, "Now look at this handsome old gentleman.
Look
over
at this
here."
young ass looking buck stallion here, coming in from southern Georgia. I say, suck it.
Yes. So, cancer.
Gunkbog sitting there scratching his head. Why there two yardy?
Make him touch the hammer, Gunkbug.
so,
So if we have Yardley and we have Gunkbog, where's Mock?
I'm dead.
It's about that time that you feel a sword pierce your stomach.
So, as you mentioned, Mock, you notice that older Yardley and Cowboy Gunkbog are their eyes kind of meet the ground. Gunkbog kind of looks over and goes,
Yeah, about Mock, we got a few things to talk about here before we move forward. How much have y'all seen?
We've seen a whole lot. We've been through Funk-a-Lot. We've seen inside of a castle, which doesn't really seem like a castle anymore, and then we were spat out a hole here with our good friend getting stabbed.
All right, so none of that's news here. What about that dandy feller, that butler guy?
Woolsworth?
Yeah.
I tried to give him a hug and he dabbed me.
How have y'all been?
he scratches his head and goes, all right, gold darn it, this, I've just embraced it here.
How much y'all know about that dandy feller?
He's looking for his daughter, Iris. I've found her, and I've lost her, but I've since acquired a couple toys, it seems. I got a little elephant and looks like a ball in a cup. And I don't know what these two fellas got. Excuse me. But maybe you can help us out a little bit.
Can you roll a quick perception check?
Jesus Christ.
Figures.
He said a quick one, not a good one.
Yeah. 9.
All right, you don't catch it. That's fine.
Teen.
Use divine inspiration.
Yeah, can I do that? Doesn't matter now. I'm done.
It was a fleeting thing. So he's nodding his head a little bit and goes, all right, Yardley, reckon it might be time. Older Yardley kind of takes his hat off, scratching, and goes,
Well, I guess I wasn't really rightly prepared for this eventuality. I mean, I guess we've talked about it enough.
Gunkbog looks over and goes, all right, fellers, we reckon here y'all might be a little bit more invested in this here conundrum here than we is. Let me make things real plain and simple for you, like. We're trapped here. There's only room for one set of us to be moseying our way out of here. Reckon y'all have what it takes to make this work, so we're gonna cut you a deal. You'll notice that there's only me and Mr. Yardley Quiffin here. We've been here for quite some time. Been biding our time here. Seen lots more of us kind of come and go, and ain't none of them ever made it this far. So we've got one more of us guarding the way out of here. Y'all make it past him, and I reckon y'all have got what it takes. We can take you there, but that's about as much as we can do. Y'all gonna have to barter your way out of here on your own.
Or we'll just kill me. It'll be two dead mucks.
Mocks on mocks on mocks.
I wonder. Shakes his head and goes, all right. Well, I guess the other alternative is y'all stay here with us for Lord knows how long, but I reckon y'all ain't gonna take too keen to that.
Nah, we got somewhere else to be in the next several years whenever we reconvene again. That was a super meta joke.
All right, well,
in about 17 and a half years.
All right, well, fellers, you'll follow me here, and Sir Quiffin, we'll make our way on over. Anything you guys are trying to do or say on your way over?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave with the butler guy, like doing whatever. Are we just giving up on this place?
I just don't know. I kind of want to roll insight on Cowboy Bog, if that's okay, to see if he's like.
What are you trying to decipher?
I'm just getting a weird vibe, because if he and Yardley have been trapped here for so long and only one can get out, like what's them to stop them from putting us in a trap?
I mean, that's a whole lot to try and unpack from just somebody looking at you. You could ask.
What? You're right.
You can ask him if you want, or if you're just trying to like see if you can see any like tells, see if he's like lying or.
I guess just to kind of look at his body language to see if he like looks super eager to get us to this next part.
All right.
Is that all right?
It's Dungeons and Dragons, man.
14.
Yeah, so you're not sensing any, like, hostility. He has left his weapons behind. He unloaded them for you as soon as he got a glimpse of who you were. Him and Yardley look noticeably less perky and happy than before, but, I mean, it looks like they're leading you straight to where you need to go.
Okay. As we're walking, Yardley's gonna ask, so how did you fellas get in this multiverse, as you call it?
So Gunkbog kind of looks over and goes, well, I don't know if I've rightly thought about that in quite some time. I guess Senior Yardley over here hadn't had much to think about. Yardley kind of looks over and goes,
Boy, I don't rightly remember my last name, let alone how we got here.
It's Quiffin.
Thank you, sir. Yardley Quiffin. True gentleman. I don't know. What was y'all doing last before y'all got here?
This is the part where I don't watch the podcast. If our historian...
We're going to phone a friend. We're going to call the podcast historian.
So this is like Cash Cab. This is one of those shitty, like when you do a street shout out and the person's like, oh no.
So Gunkbog's like, y'all don't tell anybody I done did this. Cowboy Gunkbog grabs the hammer along with regular Gunkbog.
Wow.
And as soon as he touches the hammer, a fucking waterfall of drool comes down from Cowboy Gunkbog.
Gunk Bog, I got the hammer. You got the hammer. We got the both hammers.
Yeah, but now the other Gunkbog is smart.
Gunkbog looks over at Yardley and goes, "Dear God, am I like that?"
I like this Gunk Bog very much.
This Gunkbog gets dumber when he touches the hammer.
I see that.
Oh no.
This is
Now,
awesome.
Gunk
Mr.
Bog, where you come from?
He starts eating his hat.
This hat tastes like fabric.
This is so awesome.
What?
Fabric.
Mock looks at Yardley. This guy's an idiot. I kind of like this.
Yardley, am I this bad when I'm not touching the hammer?
No, you're not that dumb.
Oh,
Wait, am I touching the hammer now too?
no. It just takes one person to touch the hammer.
Oh,
it's not a field of effect. It's permanent.
Oh, he's gonna look at me like, Gunkbog. Yes.
No, he's not that dumb.
You're not. Well, actually, I shouldn't. You're not that dumb, but you. There's a little bit of uptake you're missing sometimes.
My Gunk Bog tells me a lot of times that he's told me about this here artifact. Apparently, he's one of the few Gunk Bogs who ain't never touched this thing. He's a minority, as it was. The hammer apparently affects intelligence pretty proportionate to how intelligent they is. This Gunk Bog, he is usually pretty sharp on the uptake.
I see.
My dear good Lord, I must try to be better. Although I won't remember any of this when he stops touching the hammer. So you must remind me.
And Gunkbog, I don't think
Remember.
Gunkbog, I don't think that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try my best.
Anyway, I guess the question of the hour is, where were you boys hailing from before you came here?
Well, if memory serves correct, we were simply attending a festival in outside of Saltmarsh in our tavern, and we awoke here.
Ah, yes, I remember vaguely some sort of festival. What was you guys rightly celebrating again? I could use some festivity in my old age.
We had just recently defeated Coldfinger.
Coldfinger.
He looks down at his hand, and you see that he's missing a hand on missing a finger on on his left hand.
He's missing a hand on one of the fingers.
We're missing a bird and two of the bushes.
It's like
That was a cold encounter for your boy here, Senor Yardley. Do continue, sir. Smart Bog.
Well, we were simply imbibing beverages, celebrating defeating Coldfinger and his armies when they attempted to invade Saltmarsh. We don't remember how we defeated them, but it happened. And then
Was that before we burned down the tavern again?
it was after.
Yeah.
The second or third time?
We only burned down the tavern twice.
Okay.
The fact that we have to remember how many times we burned down a building.
says much about your arson career. All right, so Senor Yardley continues to press you guys for questions about where you've come from. It seems like there's a lot of similarities between your Yardley and this Yardley. They kind of made a lot of similar decisions growing up. The chiefest difference being among them, though, is that this Yardley was a career gentleman his whole life. There was never any instance where he had to leave or reprove himself. He left his plane of existence in good standing with the gentleman. So I don't know if you had anything to talk about in terms of gentlemanly endeavors.
But he's also apparently a Hispanic gentleman.
Oh, interesting that you noticed that. You don't know why he's called. You don't know why he calls himself Senor Yardley. He kind of avoids that question as you talk to him.
Como te llamas, Yardley?
Como te llamas?
And he, Cowboy Gunkbog pulls out a little llama figure from his pocket, starts to try and shove it up his nose.
No, now, my dear brother, no. I'm going to prevent him from shoving up his nose.
How are you going to prevent him from shoving it up his nose?
You're dealing with a toddler.
I'm going to grab his hand with my free hand and try to pull the llama out of his nose.
That's an opposed strength check.
I want you to roll strength, brubs.
I have +6 to athletics, so you also have +6 to athletics.
You underestimate Cowboy Gunkbog, Broseph.
Are you stronger when you're dumber?
Yes.
It's a 10.
Now, I'm going to say something un-PC here.
is
It's what they call
also
retard strength.
A 10.
We both rolled like shit.
Roll again. Roll Tide.
It's 18.
That's more than what Cowboy Gunkbog got. You take the llama away. llama!
Gunkbog, I think you might need to take the hammer away.
llama!
Could you,
If you think I'm getting in the middle of this, you are dead.
Mr. Quiffin, hang on to this llama for me, please.
He will take the llama.
And I'm gonna knock.
Boy, you might not want to hold on to that llama for too long.
I'm gonna knock his hand off the hammer.
So Gunkbog kind of turns around. He's like, he kind of wipes the spit off and goes,
God damn, how long was I holding on to that hammer?
Not long enough.
We only had a couple laughs at your expense.
Como te llama?
Mock's going to walk over and grab the hammer. So that
Ah, thank you, Mr. Mock.
Gunkbog can talk to Gunkbog.
Now, gunslinger Gunkbog, whatever your epithet of choice is.
I've been called worse.
Gunbog.
Gunbog.
Home on the range bog.
Cowbog.
Little house on the bog.
Little bog on the prairie.
Toombog.
Oh my
never
god. Now, for some reason, you'd produced this llama. Why do you have a llama?
Well, it's the only memento I have of I guess our hometown. Seems like we come from similar upbringings, just different walks of life, as it were. Last memento I have of my brother.
Oh, your brother.
And my question is, why were you trying to shove it up your nose?
Had a bit of a nose fixation growing up. Probably better we move along from this topic here, gentlemen.
I am curious.
Gentlemen! He said gentlemen! Oh, wait.
It's okay, Jan. It's okay.
he's like having some like,
We're back now. It's back. It's okay.
So as you
PTSD.
continue to regale each other with memories of your alternate lives, you stumble across what looks like to be a giant, immaculate door. The door happens to be cracked open, and you see two figures, one of which is notably more limped over than the other.
Mark, this seems like your alley. You want to go shoot him?
I can't.
I swear to fucking God, if you say I'm dead.
I don't shoot things. That's
Mark,
what I have a sword for.
All right, Mark.
He punches things.
All right, Mark. Go see what's going on over there.
I would, but I'm dead. No. Okay, so he's going to go through the door, I guess. Or, well, close.
Liquid Mark.
Yeah, so you're able to walk your way over to the door, close enough to see what looks to be an altercation, or at least the tail end of one. You see a human figure kind of taking one knee. He looks really battered and bloodied, but he has not thrown in the towel quite yet. Above him stands who you know is Woolsworth right now, and he has got the other one kind of at sword point right now.
Okay, so a walk closer. He looks over at Woolsworth and says, "What's going on here?"
He kind of he looks down at the figure he's currently trying to impale, and he looks over at you and goes,
My, how curious. Very, very curious.
he kicks over the figure, and as he kind of like stumbles his way over to you, you get a better glimpse of this character's face, and you are in fact, weirdly enough, staring at yourself. Looking a little younger, looking a little more spry, looking a little more, aside from all of the battered and bloodiness, a little more clean cut than you are. But by and large, it's still yourself that you're seeing. He's struggling to keep himself on both feet. He goes,
What the hell's going on here?
Don't quite know, but if you got beat that bad, you probably deserve it.
God, we've got some things to talk about after we're through here.
he pulls out a double-handed claymore from the ground next to him and goes, Are we going to get this bastard or not?
I guess we'll start with him.
All right, let's roll some initiative, you two. So this is you and...
I need better dice, actually.
Here, you want to use mine?
No, let's go with the one that always rolls ones.
Right, and that's a smart choice. Am I in initiative or no?
It's just Mock and Woolsworth right now.
Okay.
1.
There's no fucking way.
My God.
Yes.
All right.
It's like unloaded dice.
It's like the duel. It's like the duel with Anakin and Obi-Wan against Count Dooku.
All right. So
Count Dooku.
All right. So Woolsworth is going to take the first move here. He is going to seemingly kind of shape-shift into the floor. Can you roll a dex save real fast?
Let's not use the dice that always rolls ones.
I swear to God, I have to saw 1
11.
for a second.
11? That's just better than your
There's a one.
counterpart. So Woolsworth pops up out behind, right behind of other Mock, and proceeds to take a quick swing right at his backside here. He's going to roll that with advantage, and he is going to just barely hit.
Did you just roll all of your dice for damage?
All right. Other Mock is not looking too hot right now. He is stumbling to kind of keep his balance, but he is going to turn around and take a quick swing at our friend Woolsworth here and get a crit, which is pretty rad. All right. Woolsworth is going to stumble backwards a little surprised by that. Mock, it is your turn.
Okay.
The other you is looking really bad. Woolsworth's still looking pretty composed, but a little bit taken off guard. He wasn't expecting that.
I am going to attack.
Cure wounds yourself.
Not yet. The best defense is stabbing people.
The best defense is more offense.
The most offense.
A 1.
21.
What are you doing?
Attacking.
Okay. That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
While this is happening, can Yardley pull out his rifle and kind of like get it set up to scope in a little bit?
We'll get to you guys in just a second.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if there was...
You're good.
No, actually, this is just mine
9
for the rest of the game.
All right. Not too shabby.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast. Do we cure wounds or do we do Shield of Faith? Cure wounds won't help much. We'll do Shield of Faith.
Let me pull that up for you.
I'm pretty sure. What that is, that +1 or +2 to AC?
Uno.
And that can cover multiple people, can't it?
If you're around it, but yeah, it surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting a +2 bonus for AC.
Yeah.
AC, not AC.
That's better if you can't get hit. All right.
Okay, cool. It is Woolsworth's turn, and as he is looking around, he sees that the rest of you are closing in quite rapidly. He is going to take one more swing at our little Mock that could here. He is just barely going to hit again. Things do not look good for our friend Mock here. As he sees that you guys are approaching, he is going to very rapidly make his way towards the door. You guys probably have enough time to do one thing before he makes it over there.
Well, Gunkbog can double. Actually, I think total triple. No, I can double my movement speed because I'm a barbarian or an orc or something like that.
I don't think it's going to get you there before he can get to the door. He's pretty close to it.
Can I cast Hold Persons?
You already taken your action.
Can I?
Gungbog, you can get on my catapult.
Can I tackle him and try to hold him down?
You're pretty far away. How far is your running distance?
80.
80?
You have 80 speed.
let's say you're kind of like off in the clearing here. You may want to try something a little. You can try to like beat him back. So you can make it. Let's go ahead and roll opposed dexterity there if that's what you're trying to do. Because he is making he's making a beeline for the door. If you're just trying to catch up to him before he gets there.
Oh, so he's like way ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
What's my thinking sound?
Throw something at him, like a house, or yourself.
Can I throw Yardley?
I mean, I'm not.
I forgot how to play D&D.
I'm not going to say no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do the dex save thing.
Okay.
I get advantage because I'm a barbarian. And he has a thing I can see. Fuck, I don't know what that rolled. I gotta roll it again.
What?
I picked it up and it moved.
Oh.
Okay, so the first one is a 17. That's on the floor. Crit. 21.
All right. So you rolled a nat 20 plus 1?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So crit is gonna get you something. So what is your plan?
Grapple.
Okay. So you are able just to, with this crazy orcish resolve, able to just bound your way over towards him. As Woolsworth is touching the doorknob, you are able to just crash right into him. Can you go Nope. So as you crash through, you can feel that you have definitely rattled him up a bit, but the two of you go tumbling in past the door. And to you guys' perspective, Gunkbog and Woolsworth are completely out of sight.
Let's run through the door.
Let's go.
So as you continue to run through, go ahead and make perception checks real fast.
All right.
19.
18.
Cowboy Gunkbog is no longer there. You see Senor Yardley kind of forlornly looking where Cowboy Gunkbog used to stand and went, he goes,
Well, I didn't expect it would take that quick. I was hoping to at least have a chance to say goodbye to my dear friend. Go on, boys. We've been preparing for this for as long as we've been here. Go do what you gotta do. What's done is done.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't get the resolution you needed, but if
No. See, there's one of me still out there, still kicking, still living the gentlemanly ways. That's enough for me there, young buck.
So if I leave, you go.
I do believe I reckon so, son.
It's been a pleasure.
reaches out to shake your hand.
He's gonna shake his hand.
As his hand leaves yours, you feel a little something extra in your hand. It is his emerald.
I will get this where it needs to be.
That'll do, Yardley.
And then he's gonna fuck off.
Bach's still running. He's like survival of the fittest. If that guy's he's back there, he's back there.
All right. So you guys plus Puck make your way through the door.
I forgot Puck was still here.
He's been pretty quiet. Yardley, you manage to look back real fast over your shoulder as you go, and you're able to maintain view just long enough to see your older self kind of disappear with a look of forlorn but contentment on his face. He seems to have been very tickled to meet you guys. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break before we conclude this bad boy.
All right.
Time to shit on the sidewalk.
It's our own version of Stomp. It's like the budget stomp.
It's this game we play. I just hit the table at intervals, and Sawyer finds the dotted triplet 6-second 16th note.
Too many tuplets. Fuck that.
Single.
It's also a game I play called I Start Recording When You're Doing Something Dumb.
The stupidest amount of tuplets I've ever seen grouped together was 14 notes in the span of a 5-lit, and I was like,
What?
That's called a roll.
it's so dumb. Yeah, it's so dumb. It was so dumb because I have to think about fitting 14 notes in the span that'll take that many 30-second notes to fit into a grouping of 5-lits, and then relate that back to the demo. He's like, fuck that.
And by the time you've gone through all the math, it's like the band's already 5 bars ahead.
Yeah, and then the guy, and then the texts are already like, bro, why didn't you just understand that immediately? And I'm like, my bad, dude.
Who writes that stuff anyways?
Nobody.
People who get tired of just playing the bread and butter shit.
All right,
Anyway,
let's wrap this up, boys. It's been an interesting development. DM might have introduced a few too many characters on this final arc, but that's fine. We're gonna roll with it. You come through the door. You are face to face now with Woolsworth, who is looking a little battered. It looks like Gunkbog actually did quite a number on him. Talk us through what went down as you guys tumbled through the door together. With that crit, you probably did a number on him.
Yeah, I mean, I was going more for the grapple and kind of restrain him from going through the door, but fuck it. Tom Brady, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, with the 20, like, you're just who like Gunkbog protect other Gunkbog, and just smashing them on through. So walk us through. Like, you bust through the door. You're all of a sudden surrounded in this like immaculate looking like throne room. You are one staircase away from the tower. There's a throne up front. There's like staircases on either side. There's probably a shitload of decorations. What are you doing to him? Are you waylaying into him? Are you? Excuse me.
No, I was just planning on like physically restraining him and preventing him from doing anything until the rest of the party caught up. Namely, someone that can think.
Gotcha. So with the adrenaline kind of catching up to you, you sort of don't know your own strength at the time, so your bodies just kind of have a mind of its own. So you've definitely got a decent vice on him. Can you roll? Let's say roll 2d20 for me, please.
Just flat.
Just flat.
A 9 and a 1.
9 and a 1. Add your strength modifier to both of those.
a 73 and a 70.
That's 10.
A
So
12 and a 4.
12 and a 4.
You only have a +3 strength modifier?
Well, yeah, but my athletics is better.
Oh.
Barbarian.
Pretty good. All right. So Woolsworth is winded. You can smell a lot of alcohol on him as well. So winded plus drunk plus a little bit battered. Probably not making for a very coherent foe. As you are continuing to try and subdue him, however, you do feel him kind of slip out of your grasp a little bit and up towards the top of the split level. All this happens in the span of like 3 seconds. As he is composing himself and as you're kind of like getting your balance back, you see your friends pop through the door, alongside with Tenley and Clarf, as it were, almost as if they had never left. In fact, Tenley looks up at the butler figure and goes, "Ah, there he is, good chap, sir. Brace yourself. This is what we've been traveling for." He postures up, ready to sling a spell, while Clarf is menacingly holding his dual-wielded pickaxes.
Gentlemen, what did I miss?
What did you miss, sir? Well, we're staring at the villain right in front of us, sir. This is what we've been traveling for. Do ready yourself. This chap is no pushover.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Yardley, he's pretty tough. He broke a couple of my rocks on our way here.
Well, my brain is in a haze, but we'll see what we can do here. Woolsworth.
He He lazily gazes down at you, sword drawn.
Now, I have no weapon drawn on you, nor am I expecting the same kind of courtesy provided. But what is going on here? He's going to pull out the little elephant.
He takes a look at that. He sees the elephant, and his pupils kind of dilate for a minute. He's like,
You really took the elephant, didn't you?
I did.
he snaps his finger, and right to his side materializes the bottle of Pinot Grigio, the older looking, the older stained stopwatch, and the immaculate plate, and goes,
My friends, you have chosen quite poorly. This should be fun.
roll initiative, everybody.
9. There wasn't a 1 this time.
No, I found your one. Don't worry.
Sweet.
God damn it.
10 for Gunk Bog.
Oh, sorry. I have a 3. Because my initiative bonus is 2.
Beans. Initiative beans.
Yeet beans.
Why did that get you? I don't understand why that's funny.
I don't leave home without my initiative beans.
Mock, what did you get?
A 9.
You got a 9? Alright, that's not terrible.
Well, if there's anything to crit fail at, it's initiative.
Not good. Not bad.
Alright. So once again, Woolsworth kind of has the draw here. He seems to be almost smiling maniacally. He scratches a hole in the atmosphere around him, and a little portal kind of appears. He also slips down into the... he also kind of materializes deep down into the ground. Can you all make dex saves for me, please?
For Gunk Bog, it's a Dix save because he's got a giant hog.
17.
16.
11.
All right. Tenley rolled a 4, and Clarf got a 5. So Tenley is actually going to be the recipient of the Woolsworth Pokey Poke. So Woolsworth kind of pops up behind Tenley. Tenley's got a neat little reaction, though, at which he whiffs quite handily.
Jolly good show, sir. Would say if it hit.
Woolsworth is going to take a poke at Tenley from behind and hit. Okay, so as Tenley's sword, as Woolsworth's sword kind of pokes through the back of Tenley, there's no blood, there's no screams, there's no even visceral reaction from Tenley. He just kind of looks down at the sword, looks back at you guys, and goes, "What in the blazes?" And as he begins to talk, he just disintegrates into a pile of bones.
Tinley's dead too.
Gentlemen, don't get hit by the sword. Mock, you're still alive. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So that happens. It would be Tenley's turn, but he has a pile of bones right now.
Well, a pile of bones is still a character in D&D, isn't it? I mean, it can be.
It could be.
Mock, use turn undead.
Gunkbog, that is going to be your turn.
Doesn't specify what I can turn him into.
Can I grapple him?
You're going to try and grapple Woolsworth?
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
Okay, so twice a day I gain advantage on strength checks, and we're going to use that.
So this is number 2.
Well, no, the first one was natural. It was a dex check.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's just all the time. It's dex saves versus things you can see.
Okay.
So I didn't get an advantage that time because I couldn't see him because he was
Technically, it wasn't a dex save you were making before, but we'll allow it.
Oh, well. All right, so the first one is a 25.
Okay.
And the second one is a 16.
All right. All right, so Woolsworth has a boss reaction to where he can just kind of slip out of that way. So he takes a pop of the Grigio that's kind of around him. You do manage to get your arms around him for a brief second before he slips down and back up top. Can you roll a d8 for me, please?
Me?
'Cause you were able to get a decent squeeze off of him.
I can't count to 8. Which one's the 8?
It's the one with 8.
9 sides.
It's this one.
Oh, yeah.
Looking.
I couldn't see the bottom of this
And
one.
add your strength mod to it.
That's not a D8.
Oh, it's a 10?
You're looking for the two triangles stacked on top of each other. That one. Yep.
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh looking one.
Yeah.
You need to give him the hammer.
All right, that's 12.
Okay.
I forgot how to play D&D.
All right. So as he kind of slips away, you can tell he's limping a little bit. So you definitely got him. Whew, excuse me.
Damn, that was a hardy one.
That was. Oh, that stinks too. Sorry.
I don't gotta worry about it.
Woolsworth, as he slips away once again out of Gunksbog's grasp, he roll a perception check, everybody.
Nat 20 plus 7, 27.
Say
2.
crit's good.
I
18.
perceive everything.
2's not great. Gunkbog, once again, you're still like, I can't grab Spindle Man. You guys, the both of you notice Woolsworth make eye contact with Puck. You notice his eyes shift over towards Clarf. You also notice Puck kind of solemnly nod as he turns towards Clarf to make ready. Puck's going to take a swing at our dear boy Clarf, who is dumbfounded looking at the bones of his buddy Tenley. That's a nat 1, but Puck gets like 1,000,000 attacks because he's a monk. That one also misses. Okay, so his 3 attacks miss, but you also see that he is wearing a peculiar bandana that's shaped in that kind of comes to a fist at the very top. We're bringing it all back, dude.
I'm so
Bringing it all back.
happy.
He does manage to hit that one. So as Clarf kind of makes eye contact with you as the handana kind of comes down to take a decisive blow, you're not sure. He whimpers something out, but as the fist makes contact, Clarf just pile of bones right in front of him. Puck looks over at Yardley and goes, "Told you not to get too attached." Mock, your turn.
I'm going to cast Hold Persons on Spindly Man.
On Woolsworth?
Yep.
All right, what's he got to do? Or what do you got to do?
Needs to pass a Wisdom saving throw.
All right, what's the DC?
A lot.
All of them.
Yes.
He has to pass all the dice.
I passed a stone.
17.
He's got to make a 17. He does not make it. What happens?
He's paralyzed.
Okay.
So it lasts forever.
Okay.
It'll last at least until the next time we play this.
Yes, up to 1 minute. But at the end of
Or
each
3 months.
of its turn, they can make another Wisdom saving throw.
All right. So Woolsworth is looking a little stuck in place right now.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to stab the shit out of him.
Well, he is kind of up the stairs, so you're going to have to make your way up.
You can stab the shit out of Puck.
I'll make my way up and use my bonus action to cast a spell.
Okay, as you are walking up the staircase, you notice that things are getting a little bit slippy and a little bit hot. Can you first make a dex save?
Is that the rollback net code?
3?
Yeah, so as you make your way halfway up the stairs, you slip and kind of fall backwards. As you are sliding down through, you notice that this liquid is not particularly... it's a little more acidic than you were expecting. That's going to do 11 acid damage to you.
He's got the book out and he's thinking.
All right. That's going to do it for your movement and your bonus action there. That's going to be...
Wait, I didn't get a bonus action.
You cast, you just hold person, and then you tried to go stab him.
Wouldn't the bonus action be the attack?
Well, you didn't make it there.
Yeah.
You slipped and fell down the stairs.
So can I cast a bonus
so
action
movement-
for another
No,
spell?
that was your that was your action
So
there.
your movement is already your action there.
So the intent was to go stab him. So, all right. I have Gunkbog twice. What did I fuck up?
I haven't gone yet.
I'm just really good. I get 2 initiatives.
No, that was supposed to be Clarf, but Clarf's fucking dead again. Sorry. I was hoping Clarf was going to get to do his thing, but it didn't work out. So Yardley, last but certainly not least.
So-
you have a rogue dragon, apparently, and you have a fucking paralyzed butler.
God damn it. This is tough.
So is our intro song.
Yardley's going to use Scorching Ray, and he's going to target both Puck and Woolsworth.
All right. What's got to happen?
So I have to roll to hit, and then I'm going to shoot. It shoots 3 rays, so I'm going to shoot 2 over to Yardley, 1 over to Puck.
You mean 2 over to Woolsworth, 1 over to Puck?
Sorry. 2
Yeah,
over to
shoot
Woolsworth.
yourself.
So I guess I roll to hit Yardy, or you know who I'm gonna fucking hit. That's a 16 to hit Woolsworth. Fuck.
Nope. But he gets another one, right?
And that's gonna be an 11 to hit.
Unfortunately.
And for Puck, that's a 20 dirty.
That will hit.
Okay, that is 2d6 damage. 5 damage.
All right.
Fire. Oh, he's a dragonborn. Fuck. Fire. Is that gonna?
I don't think he doesn't have resistance to fire.
Okay. Cool.
You know what? He probably does. Fuck, he takes 5 damage. It's fine.
I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll for Woolsworth.
Yeah, do it.
Fuck. That's not better. Anyway, carry on. Yardley is in the back, tightening his bow tie and finding a stool.
It's all right. We are back to Woolsworth, who is going to attempt to make another wisdom save here.
Fuck.
That one he does. Man, it's a 17 DC, right?
Yes.
He does break free. So Woolsworth is out. As Woolsworth steps out, another Woolsworth steps out of the portal. This one's a little taller, little more gangly, but he is here and ready to stab some things. Papa Woolsworth, or OG Woolsworth, is going to take another shadow step here. Can you guys roll dex saves for me?
You got it.
Not 20.
11.
Not that matters for sex.
14.
All right, Yardley, you are the target. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
All right, so at this point you're familiar with this song and dance. He's not gonna like it. That he's like you're prepared for it. So he kind of comes in. You give him a nice little parry. Woolsworth is also going to step a little bit back a ways. He doesn't go back up to the top floor, but he is a little farther back, closer to Mock actually. Tenley's dead. Gunkbog is next.
Okay. Seems like grappling him might not work as well as I
I mean,
wanted it
you've
to.
done the most damage to him just purely by grappling him at this point.
That's fair.
I think you're the only one to touch him, actually, besides Mock.
Shut the fuck up. I'll see myself out after everyone else leaves. I'm stuck.
You passed me the dirtos.
They're not. Oh, they're over here.
See, I thought you were going to say they're gone.
Well, they're, yeah, you can.
Sorry, I don't need a lot.
I had most of that bag. I'm sorry.
Okay, so he's at the top of the stairs and he's slippery, and the stairs are slippery.
You have a... Caught me munching. You have a taller, more gangly Woolsworth.
That just came through the portal we came through.
Mm-hmm. No, they came to the portal Woolsworth created, top of the stairs.
Oh.
At the beginning, he like tore a hole in like space-time or something.
Right. Gotcha.
Some bullshit I pulled out of my ass. Pulled a Woolsworth out of his ass, and now ass Woolsworth is up top. OG Woolsworth is over towards the left. Mock's the closest PC closest to him.
Is there still slippery acid in the way?
On the left side. You still haven't gone up the right side of stairs yet. You could try, but you don't know what awaits.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to run my 80 speed up the stairs.
Cool. Make a wisdom save.
Can I do the left? Fucking a wisdom save. Well, at least it's 0. 0 plus 7 is still 7.
So, good news is you make it up the stairs just fine.
Bullshit.
Bad news is you're not able to see on account of the blinding light that kind of flashed in front of your eyes as you made your way up. So you're going to have disadvantage to a lot of your checks, anything that involves having to see something to do it.
And that's like the only thing barbarians are good at is seeing things.
But you are at the top of the stairs. You just can't see where your target's at.
Okay.
You kind of remember the general area that he's in, probably. Gunkball kind of goes on instinct anyway, so you sort of, your spatial awareness is well enough that you know the general area where he's standing if you wanted to take a pot shot with
I
something.
could probably smell him. So, let me hear me out. All right. So, let's see. What the fuck does rage do?
I think you get to make 2 attacks.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, but the fucking app just crashed.
On your battle, you can, or your turn, you can enter rage as a bonus action. You get the following benefits if you aren't wearing heavy armor. You have advantage on strength checks and saving throws when you make a melee weapon attack using strength. You gain bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of the barbarian table. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay. We're going to enter a rage.
All right.
How many turns does rage last? Since you're on that page.
For 1 minute.
Okay.
So, like,
The whole rest of this combat.
yeah, essentially.
All right. So I'm also going to enter frenzy.
What level are you?
Should be 8.
Well, 7 barbarian, 1 fighter.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I took
So
a fighter
you get,
level.
plus 2 damage and 4 rages.
I think that is the optimal multi-class if you're going to multi-class. It's just level 1 fighter because you get all the weapons.
Right, and I get the healing. And that's why I did that, because half orcs get healing and or that the +1 health thing. Okay, smart bog. So
Smart bog.
I'm going to swing the hell out of my hammer.
I wish you luck.
All right. Do so at disadvantage because you are blinded.
Okay, but that balances out because I get advantage on strength-based attacks, which my hammer is strength-based.
So you roll an d20.
Yeah, and then I'm going to also burn my second strength advantage.
You can't. So advantage doesn't stack like that. You can't like confer yourself
Oh.
like double advantage. Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, then I'm not going to burn
Okay.
my second
Okay,
advantage.
so yeah, you just get advantage. That's it.
So I am at neutral. But it's still fucking +6.
That's really good.
19.
By the skin of your teeth, you are able to luckily clip Ass Woolsworth up top. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. 2d6. 6 plus 10 plus 3 is 13.
And then you get another 2 for rage damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I get to attack again because I'm Gunkbog and I'm raging. I forgot about that. I get 2 attacks while I'm raging.
All right.
And that is another 19.
Wow.
Okay, so 8 plus 3 plus 2. So 8 plus 5 is... So it's 12 plus... What was the first one?
Well, it actually doesn't matter. Your hammer strikes true. It hits him pretty hard. But he's really, because he just stepped out of the portal, he was really, really close, and he had to kind of keep his balance. You hit him with such ferocity on the first one that he kind of lost his balance. You hit him with such ferocity on the second hit, he wasn't prepared for you to hit him twice when you were fucking blinded. And you like kind of golf club him back into the portal from whence he came. So this guy's, doesn't matter how much damage he took, he gone.
Did I win?
Yo, Gunkbog is MVP right now, people.
God damn it.
Gunkbog is Peach melee.
I'm
Melee Peach.
Stop. Fighting with peaches in the streets.
Best way to get my brother angry. Mock, you're up.
Okay, how close is not Yardley, Woolsworth?
He's about 10 feet away from you.
Is there anything in between us?
If you're pointing a weapon at him, then yes, your sword.
Okay, I'm going to attack.
All right. That's it. Roll to hit, bro.
Do it, bitch. Attack. See what happens.
One.
Ooh, yeah, not quite enough. But you have a bonus action, right?
Yeah, I got a War Priest
right.
attack bonus I can use. I like the 1 dice.
Take the red dice, please.
Damn.
Okay, I'm going to use Channel Divinity to add plus 10 to that, so 23.
Oh, yeah, it hits. Roll damage, homie.
8, 12, 18.
Whew, okay. All right. Woolsworth is looking.
20% of the time, I hit every time.
So as you strike, you notice a couple of things. First of all, Woolsworth is noticeably bloodied. But the disconcerting thing is, as you hit, you notice the room kind of like flicker, almost as though the whole area around you is like a light that has momentarily like revealed something kind of sinister in the background. It's like this kind of pulsating energy, but it only flashes for a minute before you're back in the throne room.
Did I notice that as a artificer?
All of you guys noticed that.
Fuck.
Quick, Gunkbug, sit on the throne.
Yeah. Be the new Dark Lord.
Yes.
Clark's fucking dead.
Stop.
So Puck told you not to get attached. It is Yardley's turn.
I'm gonna shoot Puck in the fucking face.
All right. I don't think Puck took his turn. Whoops.
Oh, sorry. Puck can take his turn then. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I goofed up. So,
No, Puck, go take your turn. It's okay.
Puck is brooding. Go for it.
Puck is brooding.
Sorry, I did not look at the roll then.
He's been kind of an edgelord since the OG days.
Do you want to just trade him dice? Maybe you can make something happen with his 1 dice, and he can. I mean, he's obviously
That's
making
like
your red
every
dice
other. I
work.
just rolled an 18 with the 1 dice. Let's go to roll
All right,
one
cool.
next
We can
time.
go back to the top of initiative now.
All right.
That's okay.
Woolsworth kind of stumbles away. He's going to slip back into the shadows and come up from behind Gunkbog. You don't have any bonus. You used your bonus action. Did you use your bonus action? Do you have a bonus action?
Attack, yeah. Second attack.
Okay, but to say you could have had an attack of opportunity there, but you don't have one, so he just pops up. As he pops up, though, you notice a little hand come through the portal. Woolsworth hasn't done anything. The hand just kind of comes out itself. It is Puck's turn. Puck is actually going to kind of increase the distance between all of you guys. He doesn't seem to be coming after you all. Gunkbog, you got a hand coming out of the portal. You got a Woolsworth who is bloodied.
Is it Yardley's hand?
Might as well be. Fuck. Yardley's just pissing away this combat.
Oh, wait, it was a finger that he was missing.
Yeah.
Cold finger.
Speaking of, our DM
I know,
has printed off 2 of our characters, and Yardley is missing a hand in that one.
Wow.
So if you take a look, and no hand,
Jesus God.
no hand Yardley,
No hand, Luke.
no hand.
I forgot to give him mine. Oops.
That's okay. I'm sure you found him.
I don't think I ever actually sent the file over. I just sent screenshots of what I did. I thought he was going to print them on paper.
Yes. Because none of us have the ability to print anything on paper.
He's only mentioned that he has a 3D printer.
I don't listen.
5 billion
I want
times.
to. Can I roll a check? Okay, can I willingly fail the check I just asked to roll? Can I take this llama, shove it up my nose?
Hey guys, 3D printer. Guess what? I 3D printer just bought 3D printer
Just
today.
send me the codes to the 3D printer so we can print off your characters on my 3D printer that I have. He also 3D printed a child too, so. Well, I guess technically his wife.
He just bought the ink.
He just bought
the filament. Oh,
He's gonna spend
Filament.
He's gonna spend 18 fucking years paying off that ink too. That's an expensive.
18 if you're lucky.
Yeah, unlike me when I was in my.
we killed the DM. McCoss is dead.
Jesus.
Good God.
Bro, I still live with my parents because of COVID.
That's not the only reason. Anyway, Gunkbog's turn. Hand.
Oh my god.
Pull me out of the portal! Gunkbog, put that hammer away! I just wanted to come through the portal and see what you were doing! I love you!
Jesus God. May as well be. That's better than what I...
And they back into another carriage and destroy one of the horses of your bar director from high school.
What?
And then she backs her carriage into another carriage of your bar director from high school.
Don't judge. Is it really my turn already?
Yes.
Oh.
Jesus!
What do you think we're doing here? 3D printer.
Okay. So does the hand come through the portal?
Yes.
Does the hand look anything like a Woolsworth hand?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
But that's your action.
It's not your action.
Oh, okay.
It should be, but I'm not gonna make it.
Does he have like a...
That is a nat 0. No, it's not. It's 2 minus 2, so...
Yeah, I mean, so it basically it's just a matter of how much of this hand, how much, like, are you gonna be able to tell? This is a child's hand. So unless this is a child's Woolsworth coming through, it doesn't look like a Woolsworth hand.
Even if it is, we
Okay.
should kill it.
So here's my plan. I'm going
Alright.
to grab the hand, and then bonus action, I'm going to pull the child-sized thing out and sit on the throne with the child.
All right, make a dex save. Not because the child is unwilling, but because Woolsworth has seen what you are doing and is nervously, frantically trying to stop you.
7.
So it's a crit fail.
I just fart and he can't stand the
From
smell.
our friend Woolsworth. So as you grab this child's hand, the area around you flashes once again with this pulsating energy. As Woolsworth frantically tries to close this portal from whence this figure came, the child comes out, and Gunkbog, you immediately recall this child from our last session. This is the one you followed upstairs, who the DM insisted didn't exist, but Gunkbog knew in his Gunkbog heart that he saw this child and followed him up. This is the same child. This child does not look as innocent as when you pulled him out, though. This child has murder in his eyes, and his murder eyes are set upon old Woolsworth there. Woolsworth looks upon this child and goes, "Jazzle, no, you can't." But before he can finish, this child is just clawing away at this man, like from chest all the way down. So Woolsworth sits on the throne, a dismembered mess, while the child eagerly looks up at you.
And as the child goes ham on Woolsworth says,
I'm gonna go spider monkey on you, Chip!
so that he's just looking at me.
Yep. A little
Hello.
Shall we play now?
Okay.
So as Gunkbog accepts the accord, the room flashes. The throne room is gone. You are surrounded by this pulsating blue energy.
Is that flashing light the end of Daft Punk's career?
I heard something happened with Daft Punk. What happened?
They decided to call it quits today.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like more story to that.
They died in a plane crash.
Say, with so much like
No.
craziness and like nuts going on. Well, I'm glad they are taking decisions to make themselves. So yeah, this is it, boys. This is the lone child. In case you guys forgot from the last one, Iris had a sibling. It looks to be, judging by the appearance, judging by the picture, this is the same child in the picture with Iris. You put 2 and 2 together. This is the lost child. The room around you swirls with chaos. The room is blue. We are back to Mock. What do you do?
How far away is the kid?
You're not sure. You feel like he's close by and far away all the same.
The room is now blue.
I hate you so much.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize it. That's fucking amazing. I could not have prepared better for this. This has made my whole night.
The room is now blue.
The room
Wait.
is now blue.
How blue do you want it to be?
Very.
Yes.
Dabba dee dabba die is how how blue I want the room. Looks almost purple in this light.
It is, but the lights
I'm
are blue.
purple, dabble dee dabble derple.
Black lights are also purple.
Dabble dee dabble nurple.
But everyone will see my cum.
Nurgle.
What's Mock doing?
Pegging.
I don't know. I don't know. Should he smash the kid's head in?
He's in the corner edging.
What is the kid?
Are you trying to investigate the child?
I mean, what do we know about him?
We know it's the sibling.
Okay. Is it a bad thing?
We can assume that since the room has been flickering, that might be the flickering presence, but...
Well, assuming that Woolsworth is bad and this kid killed Woolsworth, he must be good.
Or it could be double bad.
Extra bad.
Could be worse.
He killed Francis and got Flea.
Look, I'm going to shoot the child no matter what and miss probably, so...
All right, let's try and grab the kid and bash his head in.
All right, make a hand check, please.
I have 2.
That's great. We're looking to see where they're at.
On the end of my arms. What's a hand check?
Just roll a d20.
Oh. 3.
Cool. Your hands are no longer there. You look down and see that your hands are no longer there with which to grab this child. The hands are gone. Yardley, you're up.
Punch him with the stops.
Room is still blue.
Room is still blue. Okay. Yardley would like to use Scorching Ray on the emerald that the other Yardley gave him to see if he could change the color of the room.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit the emerald.
That's a 21.
Yeah, that's going to hit. So, as you continue to torch this emerald, you see the green hue of the sort of projection of Signor Yardley. He looks at you in approval. As the emerald melts into the floor, the molten emerald kind of dissipates throughout the entire room. Room is now red. I knew it was coming, and I'm still happy about it. All right.
Everyone at home, I spent like too much money on Wiz connected light bulbs, and they're the greatest thing ever.
I love it.
The Philips Hue.
I whizzed outside.
The child is not happy.
Outside?
As the room
I
turns,
whizzed in your backpack.
as the room turns red, the child is notably displeased. Can you all make temper checks?
Is that just a flat D20?
Yeah.
9.
Do I automatically fail because I'm raging?
Nah, you're good.
11.
5.
9.
Okay. You are all just as mad as this child is. You're going to deal 5 more damage with each strike you make. Gunkbog, we're back to you.
Also back to 0 damage for me because I'm going to miss every fucking hit.
I'm going to punch him with my nubs.
So, Gunkbog's mad, but he doesn't know why he's mad. And
He's double mad.
Don't shoot him. You'll just make him mad.
Just make him mad.
So, Gunkbog's mad, and he doesn't know why he's mad. And there's this weird kid there. Do I still have the thing that the chick from the gift shop gave me? The rock?
I don't remember what exactly you got from the gift shop.
It was a fancy looking rock that had no magical properties whatsoever. It was just a shiny rock.
I don't think you used anything for it.
Okay. I'm going to take the rock out and go, yes, Sissy gave this to me.
The child looks down at the rock and then looks back at you. And then he takes the rock. You see a single tear come from his face. The tear drops into the floor. The floor that was once red is now an emerald green. The ripple turns into a wave, and the wave envelops Gunkbog. Gunkbog, can you make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can swim your way out of the wave?
19.
So you are able to swim your way out and make your way back to dry land in the now emerald green colored room. The child is rolling with laughter. It appeared to have no effect. Although you do take note that he did stop at mention of his sister. Yardley. No, we're not. We're
better green.
We're at Tamok. The room is emerald green.
I'm going to punch him with my nubs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to see if you can find him.
A 5.
Okay. You look and look and look to no avail. You find that Yardley's there, so you decide to make what you can of the situation. Go ahead and roll to see if you punch Yardley.
Do I have to roll, or can I just do it because I'm really angry?
I mean, if you're angry, you do +5 to him.
Okay. 17.
Does that hit your AC?
Yes.
All right.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll a D4 +5.
What is the D4? I was going to say damage.
Yeah, using an unarmed attack, an unhanded attack, really.
Yes.
So we don't have a D2, unfortunately.
Unhand me, fiend.
3 + 5, 8.
All right, so it's going to be...
Well, a D2 would be a coin.
Actually, he is correct.
All right. Speaking of Yardley, room's emerald green. You just got smacked by a man with no hands.
I did.
Your anger rises. You're now going to deal double that anger damage, so it's going to be +10 damage for your next hit.
Gunkbog's gonna yell down, "Don't shoot him, it just make him mad."
Yardley's going to hit himself.
Going to hit
He's
himself
going to smack himself in the face
with what?
with his hand to give himself more damage later.
Yes. It's like
All
revving yourself up.
Go ahead and roll to see if you can hit yourself.
Don't tell me he whiffs.
Can't even hit the broadside of a Yardley. Boy, you can't even hit the broadside of a hat.
I missed.
All right. So the child, noticing that you are what you're trying to do, decides to come and give you a helping hand, as it were. He grabs your wrist and starts to slap you repeatedly,
Stop hitting yourself.
encouraging you to stop hitting yourself. Go ahead and take 3d4 damage.
Is this added on to the +10 because I'm hitting myself?
It does not, because you think this is kind of funny.
4 damage.
Yeah, so the levity of the situation has alleviated your anger, so your anger has dissipated. You also notice that as soon as he went to move close to you, he immediately regretted this decision. The levity on his face turned to abject horror, and he immediately backs away. So there's something for you to think about. It is the child's turn. The child has grown tired of these games and wishes to draw an end to the festivities. His eyes turn black, which turns the room a dark black color.
That's the closest I've got. It's just off.
You all feel a tingling deep within. It's starting from your feet. You feel like you don't have long for this world. Gunkbog, your time is running short. The room is black. What do you do?
Obviously, I need to make light, but I know what I'm gonna do. Can I still see the kid?
You would have to look very, very hard to find him.
Okay, can I call out to him?
What's his name?
Jasper, wasn't it?
So you call out for Jasper. There is no Jasper here. You feel like you've gotten close, though.
It starts with it's J something.
Sure.
I heard you say it earlier and I forgot.
That's great.
Jared from Subway.
No.
That's why the
Not
kid's
today.
terrified.
Not with the kid.
Jared from jail, more like where he belongs. What are you gonna do?
Be like, I'm gonna call out to it like, "Hey kid!" I don't know his name. I tried with Jasper.
That's close. What are you gonna say?
Iris is Bubber. Come here.
Bugs now Kermit.
There's a brief silence before the chaos ensues. You don't feel like you've gotten through to him quite yet. Might take a little bit more than just a name at this point.
Gunkbog have some show you. Come play with Gunkbog.
You feel the tingling start to get a little bit higher up. It starts to crawl up to your calves. Your time is running short. Mock. Time is running out. The room is black.
I'm gonna cast light.
All right. Roll to see if you have enough juice.
17, and it's orange.
You are adequately juiced. A small light appears in front of Yardley, but the room is still black. Tingling crawls up to your calves. Your time is running even shorter. Yardley, you're armed with the knowledge that he was afraid of you or maybe something you own.
One light in front of Yardley.
The room is black, but you are illuminated thanks to your friend Handless Mock.
Who's got the watch?
Mock
do.
picked up the rusty watch. You picked up the kendama and the elephant.
Mark, give me the watch.
Yeah, let me just grab it out of my pocket with my stump.
Oh, turn around so I can shoot the watch.
I don't like that. I just get it out of my pocket.
I'm going to shoot the watch.
Just put your hand in my pocket.
I'm going to shoot the watch.
Just put your hand in
I'm
my
shooting
pocket
the watch.
and take the watch out.
I'm shooting the watch.
Put your hand in my pocket and take the watch out.
Can I walk over
That's
to
not a
Mock?
watch.
Wrong pocket.
So as you begin walking, you feel the tingling and sensation in your feet begin to feel less tingly and a little more prickly. Can you go ahead and make a foot check to see if your feet survive the ordeal?
I don't think I survived with a 4. Unless it's...
I'll let you pick which foot survives.
Fuck the right foot.
All right, so your right foot, it kind of disappears into the floor. You don't feel any pain, but you definitely feel like walking has gotten a lot harder for you. Your left foot is still intact, so you are able to hobble your way over to Mock.
All right, I'm going to shoot the watch.
So
Take it out of the pocket first.
As you reach for the watch, you feel this pulsating energy coming from it. You hear a cracking sensation coming from the walls around you. You feel a little bit of light creeping in through the black, but the tingling in your last remaining leg comes a little bit farther up. Your time is running short. The child is a little stunned by this revelation. He is working really hard scrubbing the walls. The cracks are getting slowly dimmer. Gunkbog, it is your turn. Time is running short. The room is black, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
What's he scrubbing the walls of? Like trying to seal the cracks up?
Fuck if I know. This is weird as shit, dude.
I already gave him my rock. I thought that was like my ace in the hole there, but what else do we still have from? Carly doesn't have the branding glass anymore, does he?
No, I gave that back.
Nope, Yardley got the elephant and the kendama.
The elephant was already used.
You still have the elephant. You just pulled it out earlier.
Okay.
No one took it from you.
A kendama is like a doll, isn't it?
It's like a ball in a cup.
Ball and cup, yeah.
Oh,
It's a ball with like a hollowed out bottom, and then you just try to peg it, for lack of a better term.
okay. So are there still any cracks on the walls?
Yes. The child is scrubbing the walls around the cracks vigorously.
Can I hit the crack,
With what?
Hammy?
You can try.
All right. Just an attack?
Which hand are you picking it up with?
Whichever one's still there.
Well, it looks like you have both of them there. You just have to pick one.
Okay. Well, Gunkbog's right-handed,
Bastard.
Okay.
so the right hand.
Wish you would have gone with the left hand. Go ahead and make a right-handed check. Let's see if Gunkbog is still right-handed.
6.
Gunkbog is unfortunately left-handed in this weird, blackened, cracked room. Go ahead and make this attack roll at disadvantage because you're using your offhand.
I'm still raging. I still get advantage, though, bro.
Advantage has no meaning
So-
in this realm.
Oh, so
Goddamn.
here you go, Air. Here's a second dice to roll.
How's a 16?
16 will hit the wall. Go ahead and roll any combination of dice you want.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Please just keep dropping everything.
That's a lot.
How much would you say that is? Ballpark estimate.
It's got to be at least 12
Billion.
Like probably
12? 12's good. You rolled
probably 60.
You rolled really low. There's like 3 numbers in here that are double digit.
Yeah, but there's like 20 dice on the table.
So you got like a 12.
I heard 12 and I heard 60.
12 billion.
Which one is it?
I mean, it's got to be 12.
All right. You are able to manifest 12 more cracks in the wall as well as 12 more cracks in your skin. You do take 12 points of slashing damage. There are a few more cracks in the wall. The tingling sensation comes up to your chest. You feel you've got not much time left at all. Mock.
This is a situation poorly suited to a barbarian.
Did Yardley take the watch?
He did.
Do you want it back?
Do you have it out somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to smash it. Wherever you have it.
All right. I mean, it's pretty much like on the floor because I just wanted to shoot it.
Okay, I'm going to jump on it.
Okay, you jump on the watch.
Sweet. Does it break?
Nah.
All right, we're going to cast a spell on it then. Should I cast Banishment on the watch?
Yeah.
Why don't you cast Banishment on the kid if you're going to cast Banishment?
Yeah, but it'll just pop back in.
That's a good point.
What about Remove Curse? You think that would do anything?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Let's try it.
You're the one that doesn't have hands. I mean, you make all the decisions right now.
Let's try Remove Curse on the watch.
Okay. As you try to remove the curse from the watch, you sense a magic stronger than your own, preventing you from manifesting it on it. You get the sense that Iris has a keen hold on this watch. The tingling creeps up to your chest. You're running low on time. Room is still black. Yardley, you are on deck.
I want to turn the time on the watch backwards.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you do so.
19.
So you remember this voice from your time in Funksalat. This was the voice that gave you what Woolsworth was initially seeking. She tells you that you were closer to the right track with your first action. You have the ace up your sleeve already. This is as much as she can communicate to you before her voice fizzles out.
I'm going to look in my sleeve.
That is where you have stowed the kendama.
I will take the kendama out.
You have a similar reaction that the watch had as you pull the kendama out. The cracks in the room grow bigger and brighter. The light seems to pour through. The room is black, but only just so.
Destroy the Horcrux, Harry.
probably have time to pull out one more thing, should you wish.
I guess I'll pull pull the elephant out as well.
So the items that you pull forth gather around you, the three of you, very slowly. You feel a wave of relief kind of come over you as you are completely healed up with under the effects of basically a long rest. As this happened, the chaos crumbles around this child. The child falls down to the ground, but before he can hit the floor, he is caught by a peculiarly dressed teenage girl. Looking at her kind of pasty white complexion and immaculately done makeup job, you can deduce based on the picture you saw before that this is Iris. This is the child that Woolsworth has been searching in vain for. She looks upon you and goes, "This didn't turn out quite the way it usually does."
I would say it's so as well, but I have nothing to compare that to, so I would agree.
Travelers, I can't thank you enough. This has been taxing for all of us. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I thought I would never see my brother again. She opens a portal next to her the same way her father did. She looks at you and goes, "I would like to send you back home, but I would like to answer any questions you have before we do so. I feel like I owe you this much."
I'm all ears.
Gunkbog can start. Can I have that kitty cat now? Because it's the girl from the gift shop, and I wanted a stuffed kitty cat.
It's not the girl from the gift
Oh
shop.
fuck! I thought it was so smart. Never mind.
You're just dumb bog.
Yeah. Never mind. Well, Gunkbog's gonna say, where we are.
You're at a crossroads of time, as it were. My father, or what used to be of my father, I don't even know if this one was my real father. There's so many of him running around now. This is one of many, unfortunately. The man you knew as Woolsworth, less of a man and more of a beast now. When our mother died, he turned to some very dark, arcane arts to try and revive her. He offered up my brother as a sacrifice in order to bring her back. The deal backfired, and this child you see before you was utterly possessed. My father, being as quick-thinking as he was, decided to make a pact with his once son. And as you can see, it's caused quite the trouble for the space-time continuum. I fear I'm resigned to wandering through all of these timelines, doing the best I can to stop all of these fathers who have fallen for the same trickery as before. You can tell this is very taxing on her. You get the feeling she's been at this for a while.
So, it seems we stopped it here. But what does that mean for us and for this place?
Well, I had hoped to spare you that bit of news, but I guess I won't bother lying to you. This time is doomed. There is not much left here, nor do we have much time to revel in it. For what it's worth, the people here, they were doomed long before you arrived. I don't think there would have been much you could do to save this realm.
Then it appears my esteemed colleagues and I have done our job, it looks like, and you've done yours. And is there anything we can do to make this transition a little easier for you, Miss Iris?
Well, I will be leaving through this same portal as you. Because I've done this for longer than I even know. I will remember all that's taken place. Unless those of you are more well versed in space-time travel, I doubt you will remember the events that have taken place here.
Gunkbog knows wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff.
Well, then perhaps we'll meet again. Gunkbog, was it?
Yeah.
So Iris walks over to you and goes, Mr. Wiggles, if you please. She appears to be motioning towards the elephant.
Yes. And he will place Mr. Wiggles with her.
It seems silly, but this was the first toy Father ever gave me. It's my only reminder of the man he used to be. She hands it over to Gunkbog and goes, I feel he'll be safe in your care.
There's your cat, Gunkbog.
Okay. It's a silly cat. Got a long nose.
She kind of laughs at this. Goes, you may not remember our exchange, but Mr. Wiggles will. He'll be sure to serve you well.
Well, it is the elephant. He did have up his own nose.
I guess that solves the elephant in the room.
Bit of a way.
And she'll present Mock with the watch. You seem drawn to this one. Curious you were drawn to my rustier one than my father's. I was never as good as cleaning it as he was. So, it won't serve you well past this realm. I fear you've exhausted most of its utility here, but hopefully it will mean something to someone once you leave this place.
We'll see. I'm kind of dead anyways.
And she entrusts the kendama to you. She's excited to see what you're going to be able to do with it with your crafty know-how.
Yes. I will treasure it.
Gunkbog want to know one more thing. Where'd the cat met?
I'm sorry. It was only the three of you who arrived here. I didn't see another.
Huh? Your daddy said the captain were here.
Oh. I'm not sure. Sorry, my father is a bit of a... As you can see, he can be quite manipulative.
Okay.
I'm sure he used that against you. If there were... I can tell you there is no other here right now.
Okay, good enough for me. Let's go home, Yachty.
Yes, Gunkbog, let's go home.
So as you guys are going, you see Puck kind of like slowly making his way towards the portal.
I was going to fucking shoot Puck in the goddamn... No, I'm kidding.
Iris kind of takes a hand on your firearm and goes, this one has been through arguably more than myself. I don't have the time to explain, but please let this one go.
Very well. If you see Clarf in any other dimension, please give him my best. He's made quite an impression on me. I feel like I've known him before.
As he goes to step through the portal, he stops just short of going in and goes, he was my best friend. I'm made a deal with this Woolsworth guy so I could see him again, but it's never been quite the same.
They never are.
I've been running so much from where I came from. Maybe it's time I made my way back. Dealt with these problems head on.
Aye.
There won't be another Clarf, but maybe there can be a new me.
There'll never be another Clarf.
Fucking dead. All right. Do we make our way through the portal?
Yes.
Yeah.
You all make your way through.
I kick Mock back in, though.
Stay dead.
Your foot just goes through.
You arrive back at the festivities, where you are celebrating the death of Coldfinger, the captain's triumphant reign over him. Each of you have another little souvenir. You're not sure where you got it from. You're not exactly sure how long it's been there, but you get a warm sense of nostalgia, fulfillment, and just a little bit of melancholy looking at these, the watch, the kendama, and Mr. Wiggles.
Yardley, after he's making drinks, will just kind of like play with the kendama a little bit.
And all is well.
Gunkbog remembers the whole thing, but not Smartbog.
And scene.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.